Hey, good evening. This is Spirit Journey. Yes, I'm just reclining in bed right now. I'm going to be going to bed soon, but I really want to get this video out. Um, this is how to begin. Again, it's all about my spiritual journey, inside and out, and just trying to be real. Maybe I'm a little raw looking right now, but I really want to be true to myself. And I know on YouTube it's great to look beautiful and your hair done nicely and makeup. I have no makeup on, but I could have all different looks, And I apologize if I look a little bit too raw, but I feel good about myself right now, and I want to share you that part of my journey. I was watching different types of videos today, and one of them was about, oh, what's that now? Well, in essence, it's about illusion and how we may think people's lives are all about, but it's not what you think. And it's not just one group of people. It could happen to anyone. And it's happening to all types of people, both black and white and everything in between. I want to say that up front. Okay? Now, the first video I saw was about, brother, what was that now? I heard on the news about this sex trafficking thing, this person that lived in Albany, New York, and an actress. I'm not familiar with the actress. Again, I don't watch television, but it's an actress. And she was arrested, I think they said. And this other guy, she was arrested, I think in federal court, as being part of a sex trafficking thing, and that they tricked the women. These were actually rich white women that they got primarily, and tricked them initially. They had a woman introduce them to this organization, and it's about confidence building. And in a nutshell, it was really to be somebody's sex slave, and who knows what it would have turned into as it escalated. And they were branded on their belly with the guy's initials. And these were so-called intelligent women, actresses, some of them well known, and they fell for this organization. And so it can happen to anyone. So people who are connected, but they could get pulled into an organization because it's supposed to be selective, blah, blah, blah. And then another video I saw about this Mormon group. It's like an offshoot of Mormonism, but they're Mormons still. And this guy, the leader, he had like 30 wives, and he molested or raped his daughter for years. And in a nutshell, with everything, he was eventually arrested. And the daughter of that man, she wrote a book about her account, and she herself was became a bride at an early age, at the age of 18, and her husband had more than one wife. It built up. She was the third wife, actually. And then the last video was of a woman. She externally looked like a white American woman, but her mother was a woman. The mother looked like a Caucasian woman, but she was a mixed race, mixed of white and black heritage. It was her grandfather that looked more, had more color to him. And in a nutshell, the daughter of this woman um, found out, like the mother had a lot of secrets and stuff like that, and the daughter wanted to investigate about the heritage of her uh, grandparents, because the daughter says that the mother was hiding something for in her family, and discovered that uh, her mother was birth certificate was what was that, colored, and her father was classified as black. And so the woman had an awareness now about who she was, and she learned for herself that race is a social construct, and that even though she says, look, she identifies herself as a white woman with mixed ancestry. And the reason for that is because she's raised and socialized in a white community. And I understood. Yeah. So where does this leave me? Like, those are so many angles about, let's say, the glass is full, or the grass is greener on the other side. And in life, I used to think everybody else's life was better, greener. And one of the illusions is the illusion about white people in America. And with these examples, like the cult leader, the Mormon church, that particular Mormon offshoot, or the cult group that was branding women and using them like sex slaves. Now, I never was in anything extreme like that, but actually, Cromwell, I almost was. Well, I was. They were trying to recruit me in the Moonies group, and so my listening to these people and how what I see is people who are just human beings, who could make a mistake, who could become a victim, and the pain of the events that precede. And so television is a box of illusions that we watch and we believe, and we become what we see. And even the story of race, how someone could, let's say, someone can have brown skin, but Caucasian features, or the opposite. They can have a white skin and African features. And how people who could have the same color as me, but treated better, or even classified as white, and be treated differently and better than people of my social grouping. And all these things, in a nutshell, all these subjects, could make one go crazy. It makes you angry. It makes you like, hey, none of this makes sense. So why do we fall for it? These are illusions. And I'm learning that all these things are things that only really you could perceive. Only me is in this body, and you are in your body. But we're all experiencing what we're experiencing, and it feels real. But that's all it is, experiences. And one after one, we get new experiences, or repeating experiences over and over again. And the only thing I could say is, this sucks. And why we put in this situation, and that if there's such thing as reincarnation, I don't want to come back here. There's nothing to learn. It's all, they say that some people, what was that, hundreds and thousands of years reincarnating. No, this is torture. We're being tortured down here on this planet. None of us are immune to it. Whether you're white or black and everything in between. Each group I see are being affected in different ways. And some of us may think, oh, it's better on that side of the track. But it really isn't. Each group has its own burden. So I guess what I want to say, I mean, I feel like I'm experiencing so many things. I have done many videos today, audio tapes, about 4 of them. And some of them I'm not sure whether I'll put up. I may. But I feel this one I want to put up, and maybe even right away. And the message is, in all this crap, to love yourself, the person in the mirror, to love every aspect of yourself, and to not hide what you are. Just as the woman who was hiding her race from her children, and who was married to a white man, a white prejudiced man. And so all the things she must have heard in life around her husband or the white neighborhood she lived in about black people and her knowing her heritage, I don't want to hide. I know what it's like to feel like you have to hide yourself. But I'm very thankful, even though the lessons I've learned were very painful to me, I'm very grateful that I could say, I am who I am. And I've met many people who shared their lives to me, people who look like something else. And every day they have to feel the burden of hearing what people really think about them. And even though they're hiding their identity, don't hide your identity anymore. I invite you all that you no longer have to hide your identity, that it's better to just let it hang out, because eventually you can't hide it. So I hope you take this to heart, that to be real with yourself, that it's okay to hang loose, it's okay to not look perfect, and it's okay to be any race that you are. And there's nothing greener on the other side. Make your personal garden your Garden of Eden, and share your blessings with others. Okay? So this is Spirit Journey signing off. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.